All right, we're moving on. We have another Folktown premiere. Not only the artist is playing for the first time, but his country is represented for the first time here in Folktown. That's Italy, and Italy is the home of Lorenzo Bertocchini. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Lorenzo. I know you're in the chat. Please beat me up if I don't, but I think that's how I picked up you pronounce it, but maybe I got it wrong. Lorenzo Bertocchini is from the north of Italy, and I got to know him a very long time ago. I mean, very long time is always relative. But I got to know him during the MySpace days. MySpace days. So for those of you kids who are old enough to remember MySpace, that was back then. I mean, now everyone kind of smiles about MySpace because it's gotten, it went downhill from a certain point. But it was sort of the first social thing that was happening, and it was a great way for musicians to connect, to approach musicians directly and exchange gigs and, compliment on songs and stuff like that. So I think I did find Lorenzo. Not sure if he contacted me or I contacted him. Anyway, we found each other, and he had this band, the Apple Pirates, which I thought was a really cool name. And so we loosely stayed in touch, and I asked him to play a song for the McCartney show, and he did choose a song that that I'm very happy he did, because no one else did, and that song needs to be played. And so please, everyone, welcome and give it up for Lorenzo Bertocchini from northern Italy, from Varese, I think, Lorenzo? I shouldn't say more, in case I get that wrong. Here's Lorenzo Bertocchini.
Sir Paul, I'll sing for you. Hey folks, hello Folktown, guten Abend Tobias. It's great to be here with all of you. Thank you for inviting me. This is Lorenzo Bertocchini from Italy, and I want to say ciao, and most of all I want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Paul McCartney. Happy birthday to you. And thanks for all the great songs. Thanks for the inspiration. We love you, Paul. And Desmond has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is a singer in a band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this as she takes him by the hand. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. Desmond takes a trolley to the jeweler's store, buys a 20-carat golden ring, takes it back to Molly waiting at the door, and as he gives it to her, she begins to sing. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. A couple of years they had built a home, sweet home. A couple of kids running in the yard, Desmond and Molly Jones. Well, happy ever after in the marketplace. Desmond lets the children lend a hand. Molly stays at home and does her pretty face, and in the evening she still sings it with the band. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, bruh. La la la, that goes on. 'cause they have built a home, sweet home, with a couple of kids running in the yard, Desmond and Molly Jones. Well, happy ever after in the marketplace. Molly lets the children lend a hand. Desmond stays at home and does his pretty face, and in the evening she still sings it with the band. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, brah, la la, how the light goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, brah, la la, how the light goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, brah, la la, how the light goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, that goes on, brah, la la, how the light goes on. And if you want some fun, take obla-dee-la-da. Once again, happy birthday, Paul. And ciao all. Bye-bye. Ciao for now.
Wow, mille grazie, Lorenzo. That was brilliant. That was really nice. You have a great way of playing that song, I must say. I mean, this is one of these songs, if it's not performed well, it can sort of, be tedious, but you did it really well. And I dare anyone who wasn't tapping his foot to that. That was really good, man. I'm glad you were on the show, and hopefully some other time again. Many greetings to Varese, Lorenzo Bertocchini. And with Lorenzo and everyone else, of course, please do check out their links. The links are in the post description of this video, and you can check out their music, check out their Bandcamp, write them a note, say hello, send a donation through PayPal, whatever you feel like. But show some appreciation. I think that's always good. It's always good for us musicians because we are fragile souls. So someone was asking, can someone please translate Obladi Oblada for me? And I just happen to have this book here that explains everything about McCartney. So, Obladi Oblada. There's a little bit of a longer story to it until he comes to the explanation, which is fairly simple. The problem was our gigs finished so late that restaurants and pubs had closed by the time we got back to London. So the only way we could get a drink or something to eat was to go down to a club, as they used to say. That became a way of life. We would drive home from a gig and immediately go to a club. The Bag o' Nails was one of my favorites. The Speakeasy, the Revolution, the Scotch of St. James. Don't know, Graham, if you know any of these. The Cromwellian. It's another name of a club. Later, when the other guys were married and living in the suburbs, I would often go by myself. It was in one of these clubs that I met Jimmy Scott, the Nigerian conga player whom I liked a lot. Jimmy had a couple of catchphrases he used all the time, one of which was "Obladi Oblada, life goes on, brah." Some people think Obladi Oblada is a I'm not sure if I pronounce this correctly, Yoruba phrase that means something like comme ci, comme ça. Some people think it's a phrase Jimmy Scott made up. There are others who think bra refers to brassiere rather than an African version of bro. So there you go. That's the origin of Obladi Oblada. For all of you guys who are always wondering. All right. Cool. Oh man, I won't be able to follow all the comments, but that's what I thought. Graham knows them all. You and Maka, yeah, I can just imagine that. All right, everyone. So, Lorenzo Bertocchini is kind of a difficult act to follow. So I took it on me to take the job of following him.